And like, what was that setup he had?
Did a mini monitor?
That is a Vectrex,
Okay.
and they're very sought after. It was like one of the only ones of the time that came with like the screen built in. And they also came with like these 3D glasses you could wear, and you could like draw on the screen.
Oh, wow.
With like this light pen and stuff.
So for 84 or whatever, this is pretty.
Yeah, it was, I think Bandai ended up being the one to produce it in the US, but then there was the whole like video game crash in like 1983 and it just died with that. But
Like
these are very
pre-Nintendo.
sought after. If you go on eBay and you look for a Vectrex, the cheapest you're going to find is in like the $500 range. If you can get one that's working with games, you're like $1,000+. So they were pretty cool games. It was just the market was so oversaturated with bad video game consoles for those 3 years that so many of them died. But this one, I think, if it had come out in a different time, would have lasted. But Vectrexes are super cool. Yeah.
The NES was a couple years later, right? That was like 86-ish or something.
Yeah. So Atari came out in like the late 70s, early 80s. I forget. And then everybody and their mother who had the capabilities to solder decided to make a video game console.
Right.
And it flooded the market and they all shit themselves. And then after that is when Nintendo came out.
Got it.